Well, it's almost springtime, which means people are going to start doing home renovation, home improvement projects. This week, I'm going to share with you some home improvement projects that will increase your home's value. Let's get started. So if you've decided you don't want to sell right now and you want to make some renovations to your home, go for it. I think this is a good time to do it, especially in the spring. The weather's getting warmer. It's an excellent time to start making some renovations. So here are some home improvements. Now, I did research on this. These home improvements will increase your home's value, which means you will get a decent return on your investment. Now, keep in mind, I always say this, when you go to sell your house down the road, do not base the price of your home on how much you spent on these renovations. You're not going to get the entire amount back dollar for dollar. It does not work that way. But these renovations will definitely get you some money back, some return on your investment, and it's worthwhile. Plus, it's going to make your house more appealing to buyers when you go to sell it. First on my list is replacing the garage door. If your garage doors are looking a little old, maybe the paint's peeling on them, or they're just, they've seen better days, now may be a good time to replace those doors. The average cost is anywhere from like $3,900 to say maybe $5,000 per door, but it will improve the curb appeal of your house. It's going to make the outside of the house look so much better by having brand new doors there. It's going to be very appealing to buyers. So if you think you need new garage doors, this is something that I would consider doing. Next, we have a new deck or adding a deck. Since the pandemic, people are desiring outdoor spaces. So if your deck is seen better days and the wood's splitting and you're tired of painting and staining it every couple of years, it may be time for you to replace that. You will recoup over 60% of that cost because it is very desirable, especially composite decks. Now, composite decking, it's very popular. It lasts much longer than wood and it's low maintenance. You don't have to stain it or paint it every couple of years. The upkeep on composite decks are just, it's like you don't really have to do anything except maybe power wash it, every season, but that's it. And they just look so much better. If your deck is looking a little weathered, I think this is something you should consider doing this spring. Next on my list is replacing the front door. Look, if your front door is like on the older side and painting it is just not going to cut it, you may want to spend the money and replace that front door. Now, you can either just replace the door itself, or you can go grand and do a grand front door entry, meaning you have a door and two side lights, a side light on either side with transom windows. That can run you about $10,000, but oh my gosh, the look of that, it just look incredible, not just from the outside, but the inside too. It'll bring a lot of light into the entryway, and the curb appeal of that is just, it would be stunning. So if your front door is looking a little rough, this is something you may want to consider doing this spring. Replacing your front door, that's going to give you about a 65% return on your investment. Next, we have replacing the windows. I just did this last year on my house. We just replaced the windows in the upstairs of our house. Not cheap. I'm not going to lie. That's an expensive improvement, but it will help in your utility bills. Our heating bills, oh my God, I can't believe the difference we saw in our bills this winter with having those new windows. It made a huge difference. The other thing is, if you have old double hung windows, it makes a house look really dated from the outside. So it's a win-win when you're replacing your windows because it's going to make the house look better and you are going to be saving on your utility bills because you're putting more efficient windows in. The return on the investment for windows, it's about 70%. This is definitely a good one to help increase your home's value. And I can tell you, speaking from experience working with buyers, they look at windows. Oh, yes, they do. And everybody knows how expensive windows are. Even if you replace, say, the upstairs of your house or just like a handful of windows, replace the windows in the bedrooms, that will make a big difference and it'll be appealing to buyers because they don't have to worry about replacing all of the windows because they know how expensive that is. Another home improvement that will increase your home value is a minor kitchen renovation. I've said this before. I did the other video a while back, home improvements with the worst return on investment. up here. And a minor kitchen renovation, it'll make a big difference. You don't have to spend a ton of money, say anywhere average between $5,000 to $10,000. When I'm saying minor renovations, I'm talking about replacing the hardware on your cabinets, replacing the appliances, and replacing the countertops. You can do that too. A minor kitchen renovation, it's going to yield you a 72% return on your investment. So worth it, especially if you're going to be selling your house in the next few years. I do not recommend doing a major kitchen renovation unless you're going to be living in the house for a long time. Do not spend that kind of money, because I've said before, kitchen renovations can run anywhere from $50,000 up to $100,000 depending on what kind of upgrades that you're putting into the kitchen. So a minor one, it's less money on you, you'll recoup over 70% of that, and you don't have the headaches of dealing with a major renovation. The next home improvement is replacing your roof. If your roof is near the end of its life, I would really consider replacing that now, especially if you're going to be selling in the next few years, because this is a big thing for buyers. Buyers do not want to deal with a roof. They stress over that so much. It's a huge expense. It is. You're looking anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000 or higher, depending on the size of your house and depending on the materials. But if you're just doing basic shingles and asphalt, it's probably $10,000 to $20,000. And I'm talking about a complete roof replacement, not putting a second layer of shingles on top of the roof. No. We don't want that. You want to strip the shingles off and replace with brand new. And you want to make sure you're getting shingles with a 25-year warranty. Replacing the roof is going to yield you about a 60% return on that investment. It's not a huge return, but trust me when I tell you, when you replace it and then the next few years when you go to sell, this is a big issue for buyers, because if you have a newer roof, they're not going to come after you to try to get money off the price of the home. And it's just reassuring to them the roof is newer. It's one less thing that they have to worry about. Now, I know I'm focusing a lot on the exterior of the house, but this is a big one too. This is another improvement you can consider doing. Fiber cement siding installation. Now this goes especially for older homes. If you have an older home that has the wood siding on it and it's something you have to maintain every couple of years, you have to paint, consider using fiber cement siding. The benefit of using these fiber cement sidings, it protects the house against any rot or insect infestations. This can run about an average of $20,000 to do this type of siding on your house, but you will recoup almost 70% of that when you go to sell the home. It looks aesthetically pleasing to the buyer. It really improves the curb appeal. And again, it's reassurance because of this type of siding. And like I said, it's protecting the house against any rot or insects. Last on my list, it's similar to the kitchen renovation. We're going to talk about the bathrooms right now, and that's doing a mid-range bathroom renovation. I talked about this in my last video. If you do major bathroom custom upgrades in a bathroom renovation, you're not going to get that much money back. So doing a mid-range renovation, just doing your basic, replacing the vanity, replacing the tiles, things of that nature, you're going to yield more of a higher return on that than you would if you did a major renovation. You're looking at about a 60% return on your investment if you do a mid-range bathroom renovation. So if your bathroom is on the older side, like say if it's original, don't go crazy, just replace with the basic stuff just to bring it up to date with the current style and leave it at that. Don't do any major custom things to it because buyers don't care about that, and you're not going to get all of your money back on a major bathroom renovation. All right, there you have it. If you liked what you saw today, you got some value out of it, you can go check this out over here. I guarantee you'll love it. Thank you so much for watching me today. I'm Jackie Baker with Coldwell Banker Realty, and I will see you next time.